Today we're going to talk about South Dakota governor primary election, the runoff we'll have on Tuesday, and also the Georgia 13th special election that we'll also have on Tuesday. This is an election preview of the two elections we'll have on next Tuesday, and it's very important for you guys to subscribe to the channel, leave your like down below, and now let's go back to the video. As you can see here, this was the result last June election. As you can see here in South Dakota, we got a runoff because we got a lot of candidates, 4 candidates, and then of course they made it harder to get one over 50%. So as you can see here, we got Toby Doeden and also Larry Rhoden going to the runoff. One is the former governor and actually also the incumbent governor of the state of South Dakota. Actually, he is governor because he succeeded Kristi Noem when she actually went to the President Trump administration. Now, she's not there, but when she was, of course, Larry Rhoden took action as governor. Now, as you can see here, he actually came in second place, but the polls we're seeing right now actually show Larry Rhoden in the first place. You can see here by the map of South Dakota, you know, it's not a very populous state. We're not expecting a lot of votes, maybe 100,000, because this is a heated, contested runoff. You can see here, of course, Toby Doeden did much better in the cities. You can see here Cecil Falls, Rapid City, Watertown, Aberdeen. So you can see here in this particular, they're not big cities, you know, for South Dakota standards, they're big cities, but for the other standards of the country, like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, those are not big cities. But as you can see here, this is a rural county, but 4,000 votes in Cottington County. That's even one of the largest, you can see here, actually. So it's the way it is. Minnehaha, which is right here, I'm just trying to find it, in Cecil Falls, exactly. As you can see here, Toby Doeden got 28.5, then Dustin Johnson got 27.3, and then John Hanson got 26.3, and then of course it became Larry Rhoden. The question is, he did not do so well when it comes to the cities. That's not, it's usual when it happens here. Look at this. In Pennington County, he was defeated by 7 points. It came in second, actually. In Watertown, he was defeated by a huge amount of votes, actually, 12 points. It's not a huge amount of votes, actually. It's only a couple of points. But the point is, this, of course, the winner here will be the winner in November, all of that. This is completely normal. And since you're the Democrat primary, it was basically uncontested. Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to lose because they will lose in November. We know that. And since here, this is basically the remaining votes we'll have. You can see here in this part, it's Cecil Falls, Rapid City, Pure as well. When it comes to the polling, we'll only get one poll, Emerson College here, you can see. And right now, Rhoden is up by 30 points. It is not competitive. Toby Doeden basically is getting the votes he got in the first round. You can see here 31.70%. It was 30.6%, so it's mostly the same. And Larry Rhoden is collecting, if you will, the rest of the votes from the other candidates in this election. This is not a very heated, contested election, even though it's the more competitive, I would say, because the other one, it will be interesting in Georgia, but it's not the same thing. Here is a primary, in the other one, it's a special election. We'll talk about that in just in a minute. But this, guys, was the prediction for, of course, according to the poll. I don't have much info into this race. In the Georgia one I have, and I will show you just in a minute. But Larry Rhoden probably is going to win this, even though he lost in the first round to Toby Doeden. If you come here to Georgia, this is Georgia. You can see here, Georgia U.S. House 13th special election, because former congressman from this particular congressional district, he died. Unfortunately, of course, we announced that in the channel. It was so sad. All sad to see the death of a former, actually now former congressional member here. As you can see here now, you can see here all the candidates, Democrats, Republicans. This is a very Democratic district. Maybe we can go here. Actually, we cannot. You can see here in the Democratic primary that we got back in May, Jasmine Clark got, we can see the turnout, 110,000. The Republican side, it was only 11,000. So you can see here how big and how Democratic this district is. And now we're seeing here the special election coming in, a lot of candidates. As you can see here, this is just to replace the term until the end of January. Until January, basically. When in January, the new Congress comes in, and basically comes in when we'll get a new congressman or a congresswoman from this particular congressional district. As you can see here, this is very Democratic. You have Clayton County, very Democratic county. No, it's like Democrats winning 80% plus. And then you also have DeKalb, same thing. Erie is so Democratic as well. Rockdale, and one of the counties has shifted towards Harris in 2024. And guess what? This is really important there. Gwinnett, also Suburban County, now it's trending to be more Democratic. And Newton County, also Suburban County, just more left of Atlanta. But you would say that it's still a suburban county of Atlanta. As you can see here, the candidates, this is very important as well. So you come to Carlos Moore, of course, the Democrat, the more liberal, it's not the more liberal, but I would say it's a liberal Democrat. It's not so radical like not a Democrat here, but he's the more liberal one. Like, it's not Bernie Sanders, but it's not AOC. It's kind of a more like Barack Obama. It's liberal, but it's not as liberal as AOC or Bernie Sanders. When it comes to Marcy Scott, Marcy Scott here, she is, as I was saying, the more establishmentarian candidate. So if you want to continue with the positive trajectory in this particular district, you should vote for her because she is the more establishmentarian person here in the district. And then when it comes to Everton Blair Jr., as you can see here, he is the more socialist, the more liberal in that kind of the word. I mean, he supports, for example, Medicare for all. I'm not saying that's bad or that's good. That's not the point here in the channel, as I want you to feel welcomed here. That's not my point. I'm just saying that the policies he supports, and then you are up for you to actually decide whether that's great or not. And he supports LGBTQ rights, Black economic agenda, a lot of basically addressing all the racial wealth gaps, all of that stuff. I mean, he's a very liberal guy, and as I was saying, that's probably the top 3 guys that probably are the most expected to actually be contested on Tuesday. This is not supposed to be a Republican district, so we should expect the 3 Democrats to run the lead here. We actually don't have polls, so I cannot tell you anything about this. And when it comes to the early vote, we already got 8,000 votes, as you can see here. Actually, it's surprising. Newton is the one with the most requests in terms of mail-in votes. And then when it comes to early votes, of course, Gwinnett the highest, which could mean a more establishmentarian way of this. And the problem here is, can a Democrat get over 50%? Otherwise, as you know, in Georgia, the rule is very clear. We'll get a runoff. I don't know when, to be honest. I don't know when. Maybe you can say here, okay, in August. As you can see here, there, 25th of August. I actually don't have any fundraising information, so there's nothing I can do right now. I'll just tell you something. Remember, before, if no one reaches 50%, we'll have a new election in August and by the top 2 candidates. But this is probably I would say the likely scenario, even though we don't have polls, because the Democrats are like 3 Democrats and probably will be like battling with like 80% of the vote. If they split, maybe we'll get a runoff. So guys, this was the video. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're like down below, and I'll be back on the next live stream on Tuesday with a very, very important 2 elections in Georgia and in South Dakota. Thank you so much.